I'm extremely proud of this team. You know, it sucks that it's cut short. It's short of our ultimate goal this year, winning a championship. But couldn't be prouder. Couldn't be prouder. Like you said, dealing with all the adversity, injuries, everybody dealing with health protocol, guys in and out the lineup. Just not sure how everybody's feeling day to day. And with the way this season just been kind of pushed, fast paced, proud of the way we battled. Never complained. This team just never made excuses. Continue to put in the work each and every day. And I think we got everything we deserve. Like I said, it sucks that it fell short, but I haven't had too many better seasons. Been in a locker room with better groups. This was a family. We really found a way quickly, found a way to adjust guys who were coming in who were new. We found a way to throw last year out the window for those who returned. And we came together. We came together and did something special this year. Like I said, it fell short of what we really wanted, but yeah, I couldn't be more proud of the group of guys that we had in that locker room.
Reggie, we can go to lock.
Reggie, I know the ending is tough. It's probably hard to kind of think about the whole year right now. But I mean, you've been in the league for 10 years. Like, what did this particular year mean to you, in terms of, just you personally, getting back to where you think you were?
My 10th year is my best year. The most challenging year. The most fun year. Not showing up play. Ups and downs, guys being injured. Still finding my way in this locker room. First thing I told those guys is thank you for saving me. I appreciate it. I appreciate every guy in that locker room. I appreciate Paul for getting on the phone last year. At the end of the season, when it was time to go buy with Detroit. I'm thankful for everything I've experienced being here. This city making me feel home. This organization welcoming me. My quirks, my strengths, my weaknesses. I'm not here today without this team. I'm not still playing without this team, so yeah, I thank them. They'll forever be in my heart. This will forever be a special year. Like I said, it sucks that we didn't win it, but yeah, I ride with those guys. Those guys rode with me all year, and I ride with those guys. And that's what makes this one tougher. Makes this one extremely tough. To be the ones not getting a win, to be the ones at the end of the season, not the ones hoisting the trophy. So, I think that group vitalized me. They found ways to push me each and every day, to challenge me, to ask me to be better, to encourage me to be better. They were just friends. We became family, and it's been a great band of brotherhood that we built here. It's been an extremely special year under these extreme difficult circumstances that everybody's been under with the pandemic, COVID. The last year and a half, the way this team's taken me in, the way this core group has welcomed me, the way that they've allowed me to be myself, like I said, I'm forever thankful, forever indebted to this group.
Reggie, you and Paul both talked about it was a dream to play together. You guys got to do it the last year and a half. Developed a bond with the fans, cheering Reggie as you leave. Just what was it like playing the last year with Paul? And I guess, is this a place you can see yourself, returning?
One of my best friends has been everything. And one of my best friends has been everything on this court. It's made the highs much more high. It's made the lows even easier to deal with. Knowing you're a guy truly in your corner each and every day, a guy that you've developed a relationship with for 10 years, someone that you trust, someone that you call family. You're never dealing with tough moments by yourself, and you're never celebrating joyous moments by yourself. So it's been good to have that man in my corner for the last year and a half. I mean, for 10 years, but daily in the locker room, daily on the court, having Paul George in my corner, it's been special to me. It's been special when it's made year 10 when it has been. And then being with this group, getting to know the Pat Bevs, getting to be around fun guy Kawhi, reuniting with Serge, welcoming Nico, being around Boogie, DeMarcus, whatever quirks guys thinks he has, being with Rondo, Luke, Yogi. I mean, you can name everybody. Jay, miss people, Amir, Daniel. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. But it's been a bunch of personalities coming together. Just a bunch of personalities coming together, getting to know each other, having one goal, locking in, focusing on each and every day, and striving to be great. So that's been fun to be around a group of guys that you look each and every day. You know, the person beside you to your right, to your left, the guy across from you, the guy who has your six, you know that they want to be the best they can be, not only for themselves, but for the team. And yeah, man, the city's been special to me. Can't predict the future. I have no idea what happens, but this city, this organization, this fan base they're special. They hold a special place in my heart. Like, I'll forever be a Clipper. So, no, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful for everybody who's been part of the journey, who's supported, and made this year special.
Thank you, Reg.
Appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. I'll take care.
Thank you, Reggie. Thank you.
That's how we get started with Andrew, you want to start? Sure. Set it up, Dwayne. Sometimes I can see you kind of looking out in the crowd. Just at the end of a 5-week run like this, kind of what were you thinking about at that moment?
No, well, first of all, I want to say thank you to the fans. I mean, they were unbelievable throughout this whole journey. We was able to get a packed house. I mean, it was great. For those fans to show the players the love and support they showed them at the end, you know, even though we lost the game, that just says a lot about our fan base, what our team meant to the city, and it was just great to see. And also wanted to say I'm proud of our guys. You know, been through a lot this season, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of injuries, but our guys just stayed the course. And we did something special this year, even though we didn't complete what we wanted to complete. You know, I thought we did a great job of just doing something special, doing something this franchise has never done before. And like I said, I want to thank Mr. Balmer, Lawrence Frank, Mark Hughes, Trent Redden, the whole Clippers organization for giving me an opportunity to do that. And like I told our guys in the locker room, I love those guys. I go to war with them anytime. And so just proud of them, even though we came up short. You know, it was a great run, despite everything we got to go through.
Is there anything in the last 5 weeks that you pick out as something that's going to stick with you?
I can't hear you, Andrew.
Is there anything in the last 5 weeks, maybe from this playoff run, that's going to stick with you? You feel like from just the ups and downs and the comebacks?
I just think our team, you know, just like Reggie talked about earlier, just all the different people and all the different, you know, thought process and everybody, just different people to come together. You know, Boogie late in the season, Rondo late in the season, you know, guys going down, in and out. But being down 0-2 against Dallas, you know, fighting back and competing to win that series, you know, being down 0-2 against, you know, Utah, you know, doing the same thing. And our team shows a lot of character. You know, when we're down, we can easily give up and give in, but we just stick with the game plan. Don't point fingers. We stay together. And that was just good for me to see that this year. So when I think back to this season, I think back to the playoff run we had. And, being down the series, you know, both those first two and fighting back and winning those. And, you know, what we did this year was special.
Ty, Reggie was just emotional in here, you know, being brought down to tears. What was it like? What's the emotions of the scene? And you guys have come back from so many deficits. Is it almost like a shock that it's now over?
Yeah, it is a shock. You know, I think it's a shock to a lot of guys in that locker room. And that just tells you a lot about the team. Like, no matter who's playing, we still feel like every night we have a chance to win, you know, no matter who's on the floor. And I thought we ran out of gas, you know. And, you know, first thing goes when you get tired and fatigued is mentally. And I just, in that first half, you know, we made a lot of mistakes defensively, a lot of mistakes coming out of timeouts or just play calls in general, just not there mentally. And that right there lets you know the guys are tired, and mentally it's one of the first things that breaks down. But give you hats off to Phoenix. Did a hell of a job. Monty Williams is one of the best coaches in this league, and just the culture he set. Bringing CP in and this young team and having everyone buy into their role and what they want to do. And like I said, CP was fantastic tonight, having 41 points, 8 assists. And so Devin Booker is a star already at a young age. And so they have a great foundation there, with the coaches, with James Jones, the job he's done, CP and Booker. So congratulations to those guys. They played a hell of a series, and we'll just go from there.
What do you think, Ty, this team's proven to people after how things ended in the bubble last year too, how you guys played in this postseason?
That's behind us. We talked about it all year, and I know, all you guys are waiting for the playoffs to actually see that. But the thing that happened in the bubble, we lost. A lot of teams lose. You're not going to win every season. So I think the biggest thing, because we was up 3-1, that was a bigger deal. But I think if it was 2-2 and 3-3 and we lose game 7, then it would have been a big deal because Denver's a great team. We see that. So I just think leaving the bubble, leaving that behind, coming into this season adapting, no excuses, next man up mentality, team mentality. And I think those guys got through a lot of tough times this season, just because of that. And we have a tough, gritty group, and sticking together and playing the way we play, things like this can happen. So hopefully we can build off this going into next season.
Ty, you spent a lot of the season advocating for all your guys, but as far as advocating for yourself, you mentioned you thank the front office for giving you this opportunity, and how do you feel like you can kind of build off what you had here compared to the situation in Cleveland?
I don't know. I haven't really thought that far, but I also want to thank my coaching staff, who did an amazing job as well this season. And it's so many that we can't even really name them because we got 1,000 coaches. I don't want to leave any of them out, but our coaching staff was tremendous this year and did a lot to help me out, did a lot for the players. I think having a lot of structure, this season was really good for us. And like I said, I just want to give a shout out to our coaching staff because they did a hell of a job as well.
No excuses, that's the whole thing. When you look at the schedule, you guys play, fly, through any part of this as a little regret, considering how well you did despite all that.
Oh yeah, you always think about it, but a lot of teams has gone through it in the past and gone through it this year as well, and there's nothing you can really do about it. It's part of the game, and so you think about it, if we had our guys, what would have happened or what could have happened, but just got to move on. I think, next man up mentality doesn't mean that you don't care and miss those guys, but you got to have a mindset that we don't have them. So we got to come out on the floor and we got to produce in any way we can. And, all season long, all playoffs long, different guys have stepped up and been huge for us. And that's the type of team we want to have. So, we'll come back at it next year and, see what happens. We can stay healthy, keep guys healthy, and kind of go from there.
Building on that, I kind of want to ask you, going into next year, how can this, because you guys sort of have the building blocks in place, help sort of hindered you guys. How does this sort of create a building block in the next season?
I think just the season that we had and being able to do something this organization has never done. And I think forgetting and getting rid of all that bubble talk and all the bubble stuff, that's over. And to do what we did this year, I think was very special. And you lose, Kawhi Leonard, you lose Zubac, you lose Serge, and PG has stepped up and played the way he did, all playoffs, all season. Reggie Jackson, Pat Beverly, our whole team. Everybody chipped in. Marcus Morris, So just thinking about that and finally getting to a position in place that we've never been before as an organization. I think it means a lot to those guys in the locker room, even though we want to do more, and we're gonna do more. But just taking that next step of erasing the bubble talk and can we perform? Can we get to the next step? And those guys have done that. And not happy that we finished short, but we are happy what we have been able to accomplish this season. And so just keep building off of that.
What you wanted to do was the process what you wanted?
Yeah, it was. The process was definitely what I wanted, and for all guys to be able to step up. And it was tough at times. On me as well. Just T-Man playing the 5. Nico playing the 5. Move Pat Beverly to the 2. They don't know all the plays, but we just find a way to win, and we just keep scrapping and keep competing. And whatever we have to do to win, we do it. And that's a makeup of a good team, good, tough, gritty team. And that's what we are. And guys playing our position all year long. And with the injuries we had, and we just had to do what we had to do, and they did that.
Can I also just ask about Paul? How he speak about playoffs? What does that mean for him?
Yeah, I just think Paul was huge for us all season, not just the playoffs, but all season. And I know, you're judging the playoffs, and he had a hell of a playoff run. And I know he wanted to play and keep competing. He was tired. He was out of gas, but, you want to give it your all, and I thought he did that. And that's all you can ask for. If you lay it out on the line and I'll leave it out on the floor, then you can live with the results. And I think our guys can live with the results after laying out on the line for so long.
Thank you, Ty.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Ty.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Want to start, Tamara? Go ahead. Hey, Mark. Welcome back to the season. Can you just tell us what you were going through the last couple of weeks? And I was talking about how you were just gutting it out day after day, basically day-to-day situation. Just what were you going through trying to get out there and play?
Man, it's a lot. It's a tough season. Down the stretch, I just wanted to kind of just will myself out there, just play. She paid me to play, so I came out. She's, about 75%. Got better as the series went, but it came at a bad time for me. Playing well, coming out of the Utah series, and then me just they didn't give me what I needed. First maybe 4 games of the series, 3 games of the series, and it is what it is. There's no excuses for me. Try to do my best and just be there for my team.
You guys obviously fell short of your ultimate goal, but got the first conference finals for this franchise history. Fans really appreciate it, clearly. Just what has the season meant to you individually, the entire team?
First, thank the organization, man. Clippers is a top-notch organization. Steve Ballmer, Lawrence Frank does a great job of, being there for the players, putting the players first, building great habits around here. I'm excited, to see what the future holds, and there's something to build on. We got over one hurdle, and we come back next year. We have a full team, and we come back healthy. And the schedule was unforgiving down the stretch in this playoffs. So most healthiest team won. They played well, give them a lot of credit.
Go ahead, Al.
Marcus, what are the emotions that you guys are feeling right now? Because Reggie was in here and he had tears rolling down his eyes and said that he think you guys were saving him and revitalizing him. Ty said it felt like there was a shock that you guys didn't have a comeback left in you guys. What were you guys feeling?
Tough, man. There's a lot of feelings, man, we played our ass off. The series a total different way. First couple games came down to a couple possessions that could have went our way, and we'd be having a conversation right now. But like I said, man, give Phoenix credit. They stayed resilient. They had a great season all year. They stayed healthy. Give them their credit. Their credit's due.
You told us all year long how this was a different group than last year. What did you guys prove this season?
Next man mentality. We had a lot of injuries throughout the year. A lot of guys go down, but we stayed resilient through the entire season. Just unfortunate, that all the hard work that we put in, came down to this losing just, a hard-fought series and getting down 0-2. We have to be better in that sense. But, things happen. It's just tough right now for these people.
Go ahead, Al.
Marcus, you've been on so many teams. I know you opined earlier in the season that this was like the most connected that you felt. Praise Tyronn Lue. Like, where do you kind of go personally as far as getting yourself healthy over the summer and being ready for the next season?
It's a blessing to be here with the Clippers. It allowed me to be myself. Like you said, I've been to a lot of teams in the NBA, and this is one of the places where I kind of felt home. I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I want to retire here. It's gonna be a good off season for me. Turnaround was so quick last year that I wasn't really able to start the season. I came into the season already hurt. That was the first for me. But I know what I need to do, and just come back next year. I felt like I had a great season through the circumstances of my knee. But we fell short of the main goal, but we have something to build on.
Marcus, I know you've been tight with Ty for a long while, but obviously coming into this, I think you're a school of people who thought, like all his previous success had something to do with LeBron. What do you think he showed people both with the job he's done all season and then especially here in the past few weeks in the playoffs?
I mean, he's a great coach, man. He's one of the best coaches in this league, one of the the best young coaches in this league. He's proven that time after time. It doesn't matter who you have on your team. You still have to coach him. I mean, Ron's a great player, but he doesn't win every year. No player wins every year. So, you have to have a great coach to connect with the players. And, I mean, he does that. I've been praising him all year. That's my guy, close friend of mine. I'm happy to be here in LA with him. This was my, by far my favorite year in the NBA. Get a couple more pieces next year. We come back healthy, some time to rest. We'll be right back where we left off.
Thanks. We'll go to Cam on this side.
Hey, Marcus. You talked about all season long. You kind of what you just said. You talked about the culture that this team has brought, the leadership that Tyronn Lue has shown. How do you think that's going to help you guys progressing through this offseason in preparation for next season?
It's gonna be great. We got a lot of guys that like each other. We stay connected. We built a great relationship. We built a great bond, players and the coaches, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. We know what we're capable of doing. Unfortunately, we had a lot of injuries, and obviously our best player went down. We get him back next year. Yeah, I said we get him back next year, and we continue to go forward and keep building.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Great season. What can you say about this team? I mean, you guys obviously fought through a lot of adversity, a lot of injuries, tight schedule. What can you say about this team show beginning of the year?
Yeah, I mean, we fought all year. Very proud of my guys, what we had to overcome throughout the year. We had injuries throughout the season, obviously injuries in the postseason. You know, we found a way to fight through. We found a way to keep going, keep playing. You know, we just had each other's backs all year. And, you know, one of the greatest locker rooms I've been a part of.
Reggie's pretty much after the game. So he was thankful for this organization, for you, for picking up the phone, picking him here. What has it meant to play with him over the last year and a half? And I guess play along and getting back next year, trying to get back.
Yeah, but obviously Reggie has played himself into some options, sure, coming down to his free agency. Rightfully so, played his ass off. But of course, I would love Reggie to come back if that is an option. I'll try my best to play my role and to get him back to being the Clippers.
Go ahead, Lau.
Well, I remember at All-Star break how appreciative you were of that moment. I was not making it last year and making it this year, and basically saying, looking around, being like, I'm still here, but you never know how many more of these you get to go to. Like, when you kind of contextualize your own season, your own journey to get through and into the season, like, what do you feel like you've learned about yourself, and how do you kind of take that into maybe this offseason and the next season?
I mean, you know, nothing that I didn't know already. The narrative of me not being a postseason player or all of that I never understood it. But, you know, it's not much. I've been the same person. I've dealt with stuff, you know, as we all do. Makes me no difference than the next man. But, you know, it is what it is. I came up short again. I'm proud of what we did as a team. I wasn't out to prove nothing to nobody, but to show up as a leader for this team, put us in position to get to where we got to. Again, came up short. My good wasn't enough, but there's room for improvement, which is, you know, what I try to continue to push the envelope to get better going into this summer. But it's good, though. I'll look back, I'll reflect, I'll see what I need to get better at, and address it right away when it's time to start training again.
You mentioned that you're going to try and do what you can as far as Reggie's concerned. Obviously, this team has other potential for you, and Kawhi being one of them. Like, how involved do you feel like you need to be as far as the team and also just with other players on this team? Just keep that dialogue open.
Well, one of the commitment I made of signing my contract was to show I'm here for the long run, and I'm committed to this team. You know, hopefully that weighs on anybody's decision, but it's no hard feelings. You know, these guys, you know, they got decisions to make on their own. I'm gonna definitely try to, you know, I haven't talked to anyone of them, but hopefully this is where they want to continue to play and grow and be something and do something special in the long run. Yeah, I'm definitely try my hardest to recruit. That's all I can do.
This partnership between you and Kawhi started because you guys wanted to play California guys. What do you feel like the connection you guys have made, the team has made with Kawhi in this last 2 years, really the first time being together for this one?
Yeah, I mean, we've made great connections. I think we both grown, myself and Kawhi together. I think, you know, we really enjoy being teammates, and we see what we can be and what we can do. So, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy to be his teammate. I was very excited proud of what me and him were able to accomplish. Proud of what myself and Reg were able to accomplish. So I think we got a good foundation.
This postseason, how do you balance you guys have done something no other team in this franchise history has done. It seems like there could be a what if there were the injuries, tight schedule. How do you balance that?
I mean, there's no excuses. Healthy or unhealthy, we were literally one possession from each game up to this point. One possession in each one of those games of this series being a lot different. But at the same time, you understand the healthiest team usually wins at this time. We were very unfortunate to be on the bad side of that.
Go ahead, Paul. You were just saying that really happy of what you and Kawhi could do, and you saw the possibilities. I'm wondering, what did you think you guys probably could have done? What did you see? What you guys did? Think about maybe what you guys could have done together had you been healthy.
Oh, we would be going on. This series would have been a lot different. Talk about one of the best players in the league being out, yet we were, inches, away from getting to the next round. So definitely, it's a what if on this. Fact of the matter is, we didn't do enough. We didn't do enough to win, and it's the reason we're going home.
When you think about what this team has, and maybe I don't know what it needs, is there anything you think this team can add to build on what you guys did this year?
From personnel,
personnel.
No, I think we didn't get here for no reason. I mean, we had the pieces we needed. We just had pieces that got hurt during the process. It's really what it just came down to. We had the pieces to get to where we wanted to get to.
Well, if I could just ask, obviously the result isn't what you wanted. Was the process getting here, building throughout the year, was it what you wanted, what you kind of hoped it would be?
Yes, the process was as it should be. I thought this team squeezed everything we could out of what we had. We squeezed everything out of one another, and I thought we got stronger and better as the season went on.
Thank you, PG.
Thank you, guys.